in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
You look at this Niner defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And the Niners are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. Oh, he shifts past him. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
2nd down and 6 now. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
Touchdown, Browns! A big play there. 75 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Well, first down there on a pickup at 25. Back to throw, Purdy. And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now a fake on a jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 85 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. They'll look to throw here. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So still 14 yards to go, second down. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw certain Super Bowls, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Purdy off the play fake. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one is turned.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And his kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted. But he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They'll start on the ground with Strong. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the 49ers have got it on cruise control. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On second down, a run with Strong. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll go again with Strong. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to the ground with Strong. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Here's Strong to begin the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. In motion right goes Sutton. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Slot man moves right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They'll toss it out right to Strong. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. Being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they will take a knee here. Usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed